So what's up guys, in this video we're going to be going over some bulk stuff I cut and the end of the summer and things like that. It's just my training in general. So this is a leg day that I recorded on Tuesday. It's Thursday now, and I've been kind of struggling with left shoulder pain, so I'm kind of doing some movements to help with that that you can see here. I've been doing a lot of these on my benching days as well as even on my leg days and off days, just to kind of help with the pain and help my stabilizers on the bench and my shoulder stability to improve over time, and the rotator cuff. I'll end up making I've planned to make a whole video after I'm done kind of fixing this pain. And once I figure this out completely, I'll make a video out of it and how I fixed it for myself. But I just kind of want to give an update on what I'm doing and how my training is changing. Personally, right now I'm trying to do mostly dumbbell bench, and I've got some dips in there and stuff, maybe pec flies. But I've been keeping my benching away from the barbell bench because I feel like the barbell bench kind of gives me more pain than the dumbbell bench, so I'm just kind of avoiding getting as much pain as possible. Anyways, onto the leg day itself. I felt pretty poppy, a little bit weak on the total strength, but it's normal. At this point, my sleep has been kind of terrible as of late, so I've been kind of struggling trying to hit like actual PRs and good numbers. I'm on the bulk though. I've been on the bulk now. It's the 4th week of the bulk right now. I haven't been very active on recording training stuff, so it's been quite a long time. I pretty much finished the cut at 78 kilos, and yeah, I think what I mostly figured out from the cut is that I have a lot of progress to make in terms of like improving my arm size as well as overall my body size, but like arms especially are what needs to be worked, and maybe shoulders. But overall size, I just need to increase overall size. I think overall in my whole body, like that's what I've noticed, but the arms especially are like lacking. Like my back is pretty okay actually, and my legs and my abs, but like the arms are really lacking in size. But I think the reason is because I just haven't bulked for a long enough time with like an arm focus, and that's my focus now. With the bulk, it's just arm focus. This workout itself, I was doing 120 kilos for 3 sets, so I did like a 6, 5 and 4, so not ideal. I would prefer to do like a 7 and then 6, 6, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you are weak and sometimes you aren't weak. I'm almost at the end of this program, so I'm gonna rerun it, but I've kind of been changing this program as I've been going on this bulk. I kind of stopped cutting midway on this program, and then I started bulking, so everything's kind of a little bit messy, so it's not really consistent, and I kind of need to start over to get a good grip on the whole situation. I definitely feel a little bit weaker for sure after the cut, but that's to be expected. I lost about like 5% strength at least, or so, depending on the lift. Definitely on the squat, if I was doing like 125 kilos for 3 sets of 8, now I'm doing 120, maybe for like a 7 and then a 6, 6. On a really good day, maybe like a 777 or a 888 if I'm really lucky, but like most days it would probably be like a 7, 6, 6. So it's definitely, I've lost about at least 5% or so, 5 to 10% strength on the squat. Same thing with the bench, and deadlift is actually pretty much the same, to be honest. A little bit of strength, maybe 5% there as well, max, but like it's pretty much the same. So I haven't really changed the deadlift weights at all, and I mostly do Romanian deadlifts anyway. I felt like squats were pretty poppy, as in like the motion was really fast, but like what I was lacking in was doing any sort of like strength on the movement. Like I felt really weak even though I could move it. I know that my legs do kind of cave in a little bit, I know, but it's not a big deal for me. I know I need to improve my abductors, and that's what it's lacking. It's my abductor strength lacking. I've been working on that a bit on the hack squat, and just overall trying to get more. I do feel like my quads have gone way bigger though. Like it could just be the leanness, but like I've lost some fat from my legs, and I feel like I've grown a little bit of quad muscle, especially with the hack squats and stuff. I feel like they're just more defined. But yeah, overall these squats went really not ideally. Like I felt really weak. Like I really had to slow down between reps and take a lot of rest because I felt really weak, and I feel like I couldn't lift it up even though it's not even that much weight. But I think it's just a combination of I had bad sleep on the day, and then kind of, you know, it was a morning session, so it's not ideal. Perhaps like I got in some calories, but I'm pre-workout, but I just didn't feel very good, so it's kind of ended up being a little bit what it is. But anyways, my plan on this bulk would be, I don't have any specific number goals for strength. I don't really care. My goal is mostly to increase size on my whole body, and that's what I'm training, like mostly hypertrophy. I'm not planning to train for strength. I feel like this session I kind of ended up training a little bit for strength, to be honest, because these reps weren't very high, but it's not a big deal. It's still high enough that I can get some volume in. I did some leg extensions and reverse lunges and stuff anyway, so it's not a big deal. But the bulk plan is definitely just increase size, not really go for strength. I don't care. I've never really cared about strength. Like, I'll definitely hit some PRs and here and there and do stuff and try my limits, but like I'm not like obsessed over getting a certain number because I just don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm really after aesthetics, nothing else. And perhaps you can kind of see that, but you know, I've done a lot of strength stuff and I'm fairly strong as well, so I could do like powerlifting type stuff if I wanted to, but I just don't care, honestly, to focus on that stuff. I feel like for me, I just like, unless I actually competed, there's no real reason for me to do any powerlifting stuff. So I actually ended up doing a 4th set on the squat. I dropped down to 100 kilos and I did like, I think I did like one set of 8, just for extra volume for my legs, because I felt like, because I lacked so much in 120, like I could only do 3 sets with like 6, 5 and 4 reps. So I was like, I'm just gonna do another set of 8 with 100 so I can get some extra volume in, because I felt like I was just really lacking in this session, and I don't think that was a bad choice, honestly. I pretty much superset it right after the last set, so it wasn't like super hard though, pretty easy with the belt. I think overall I've gotten fairly good with the back not rounding super hard, but it's still rounding a little bit, but I don't really feel like it's a problem. It's the same thing with the knees caving in. It's kind of just a thing you have to get used to over time, maybe get used to the weight and let it develop. You could develop your abductors separately, but I don't feel like I really care too much. Like, it doesn't bother me a huge amount. If it gives me problems, then I probably should, but otherwise I don't see the point. Now I'm doing some back extensions, and with the back extensions I just wanna basically develop my lower back, hamstrings and everything, glutes. I feel like I always look big in this lighting, I don't know why, even though I'm small. Anyways, I haven't really progressed on these because these things progress with my deadlift, so I never really increased the weight on these. Because once my deadlift PR goes up, then these go up, depending on that, because it's calculated from my deadlift, so I never increase weights on these, so it almost feels like I'm never progressing in a sense, but yeah, it's weird. Though I'll have to see what kind of progress I can make on this bulk, though it's a lean bulk, and I'm planning the bulk for probably at least a year, depending on what happens. But it's kind of funny when I'm always doing the same weight on these and it never increases, but you know, that's intermediate life, I guess. And you know, obviously I've been cutting, so there's been like about, maybe I think I was cutting for like over 3 months at least, so there's been no progress basically in lifting for like over 3 months, no size gains and no strength gains in over 3 months. So that's kind of like not wasted time, because I cut down to a really low body fat, and now I have a better base to bulk from, and I look better when I'm starting to bulk. So I look leaner, I can do a better lean bulk. But the thing is, I feel like it was definitely worth it because I can see what I'm lacking, and I just look better honestly when I start bulking, so I don't look already like I'm bulked up when I'm starting the bulk, which is nice. But I do have to work on a lot of stuff. I honestly, with reverse lunges, like this movement for me is a kind of a movement where I'm like, I don't enjoy it at all, but I just do it because I just need to do a single leg movement, and this is the one I probably hate the least. So this is just the one I end up doing. I don't like Bulgarian split squats. It feels very uncomfortable for me. I have this weird like hip like pain in a weird way, or like mobility issue where my other hip seems to be more mobile than my other one. It might be from the squats or something, because maybe I use my other side more than the other one. So my other hip is like kind of, I feel like I need to stretch the other hip with like a Bulgarian split squat. I've been doing that kind of like Bulgarian split squat stretch to help stretch out that leg a little bit before doing this. It kind of helps, honestly. So then I was doing some calves as well. I don't really know if I care to curl my calves. I guess I'm trying to, sort of, but it's like I only do them twice a week, and it's like 6 sets a week, so like it's more like at least maintain size or build slowly. So like I don't really care about the calves, but you know, decided to record some anyway, just so you can kind of see what they look like. Otherwise, I do feel like my legs don't really need that much work. Like I can definitely grow bigger legs, but like I'm fairly happy with my size with my legs. But you know, they can always get more defined and bigger. But overall, I'm pretty happy, especially as a natural. But that's kind of my strong suit always has been legs and training legs and leg movements like deadlift, squats, and so on. Everything leg wise is usually my strength, but like everything upper body wise is definitely not. Maybe other than my back to an extent. Like everything is kind of weak sauce. Like my arms are really weak. My shoulders are actually pretty okay. Like maybe average or slightly above average, like strength on shoulders, perhaps. And then my bench is like average. My abs are actually pretty decent. Like my ab strength is actually pretty superb. Though I've been spending, it obviously comes from deadlifting and doing ab training, but you know, it's pretty good. Here I'm doing some leg extensions, trying to get that quad size, get that quad hypertrophy. I feel like it doesn't really do justice on the video, but I feel like I could really see definition in real life, but it's like it's hard to see it on the video. I did take some posing at the end, but it's in like TikTok format, to be honest, so it's hard to see on the video, so I'm probably not gonna post it in this one. But anyways, so yeah, I haven't really changed my arm training at all. I've done some deload because I had to, but otherwise I have not changed my arm training. I'm just trying to kind of bulk so I can actually get the size. I know that I'm training arms like I would say properly, but I just need to bulk so I can actually gain size, because I just haven't bulked enough, and just cutting for over 3 months didn't really help with my arms, which are already quite small, so I don't really enjoy it. But you know, I'm really trying to keep this bulk for a year. I haven't really done a proper clean bulk for a year ever. I've only done like 6 to 8 months bulks, and it's not really ideal, especially, I mean, I've already got my novice gains in a sense, but I could still get some like size gains a lot more if I bulked up properly and slower, because I feel like a lot of my bulks have been very fast, or I've started at a bad body weight where it's like I'm already kind of fat, so when I bulk up I feel really fat in a sense. I get body dysmorphia pretty bad. But anyways, here I try to get a good shot on my quads to kind of illustrate how they've grown, and I think there is some growth there, leanness you can see. But anyways, the rest of the training was pretty much just this, and then some abs and calves. I've been trying to kind of do basically like different kind of video ideas and stuff. I kind of want to get more into the training stuff, I said, and try to make some more training videos. I feel more motivated to do these like voiceovers and kind of keep track of their progress and make some vlogs and stuff, though some of them take a lot of time to edit. But I do try to keep doing some self-improvement stuff, but it's hard because I'm trying to focus on a lot of things at the same time, make content in a lot of different places, so it's like it's really hard to keep up with the content on like trying to make like even like one video, like decently high quality video a week, and then like make another, and then, you know, not counting in all the other problems and distractions I get in my life. You know, like you need to have a social life and you need to do this and that, and then you got other people annoying you in your life and wasting your time, so it's just like you have to kind of try to balance life and do a lot of shit at the same time. Perhaps the key takeaway from that would be to focus on less things, to be more productive and improve faster on that small area. But I think for me it's just impossible because I have to focus on multiple areas at the same time. It is what it is. It's a bit slower for me and it's hard. Very taxing sometimes, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you in the next video.